So it's all terrible on the Indian front. That was a brutal turn. Just to show you, I lost an infantry to a nuclear submarine. I lost my tank army to an Indian city centre, just to show you how powerful those are. I lost an infantry to a city centre and a cavalry to a city centre. And as you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Indian death robots have appeared, just to have some fun as well. All my battleships on 1 health. Oh, that's good. That's lovely. Oh, no, sorry. I apologise. There's another... Oh, no wonder they've got no uranium. How much uranium have they actually got? This is actually a very valid point. They've got none in their stockpile at the moment, and they've got some underneath the district. Is that fully improved? It is. That's unfortunate. If I would need 3 separate airstrikes to knock the uranium out, but I could do it. And actually, thinking about it, it's not a bad strategy. That's actually not a bad strategy. I could take their uranium out. That would lower the death robots a bit, but would it solve the problem? No. I'll leave my aircraft carrier there for a bit and just hope that hope that people forget about what's going on. I'm going to use my battleship to kind of lead some units away and just kind of use my units as bait, really. I mean, this invasion is over before it's even begun. I had no navy and I've just been caught short. Thing is, my military losses don't matter, right? I'm actually still producing loads of army. I've got a capacity to build army faster than I could ever use it. That isn't a problem. It's more just I'm aware that I'm delayed on time. 1 turn until I have nanotech. Then after that, it's 2, 4, 6 turns until I have exoplanets. India will be at least 8 turns ahead, and then that's before I even get the projects, which are 12 turns away. Oh, I need more science. I need a lot more science. Yeah, I'm going to start firing nukes very soon just to try and slow this down, but this is tough. Okay, my bombers can have some success though. Taking out 1 nuclear submarine. I just need to keep the bombers alive for as long as possible. Nanotech, we've got to get going. We've got to get going. La da 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 da. Anyone doing any projects around here? This is still pillaged, this spaceport. That's a good sign. Don't see anybody else moving right now. Just the giant death robots doing their thing. Oh, did I lose the aircraft carrier? I did. I lost the aircraft carrier. I think my planes will be fine. I think they will fly back to decent cities. Oh, no, they didn't. They had nowhere in range to go. Okay, so that's not good. I've got nuclear submarines. They will be on the way very shortly. For now, let's just quickly get Mars colony going. Don't need to rush it particularly though, so I will get a nuclear device going otherwise. And let's go back to international waters. I don't need containment anymore because my envoys are not going to be very helpful. Production is king. Economic union, let's get that back on. I want Vissel banking back as well as soon as I can. Should put that instead of economic union. Yeah, let's do that. Oh god, it's all good. Honestly, it's all good. But nuclear submarines are absolutely the way that I'm going to get back at this. So let's just do a bit of trading, get myself a bit more gold, and I can buy a few, send them through Bermuda. This is the good thing about fighting from Bermuda. India can't get to me very easily. They will get to me eventually. I can't hide forever, but they can't get to me for some time. So as long as I'm using Bermuda, I have the drop on them. It's like a one-way portal. I can teleport almost directly to them. They don't know where I am. Well, I mean, they do know where I am. I'm clearly in America. But it's like, how to get to me is another question. There we go. Now, I could go for a seaport and get nuclear submarine armadas, but honestly, the giant death robots can one-hit me regardless of what I am. So I'm actually going to go for the individual nuclear submarines. That way they can wolf pack and disappear around, and hopefully at least one of them will get through. That's all I need. One of them to break through. I can kind of come around this way, maybe even stick to the sort of territories of others. I don't know how it's going to work, but all I've got to do is get within a certain range, and then we can go wabamo, especially because another 3 turns will pass and my capital will unleash another volley. We're almost up to 30 population though. It's pretty cool. Okay, we're 1 light year away still. I mean, look, they're only traveling 1 per year. So at the moment, panic averted, but it's just they keep picking off my units 1 by 1, and it's very, very annoying. Coupe, I don't want to get into this game. Okay, I need the science. You got to leave me the science. Am I literally just going to be able to build a charge this done? I am. Goodness me, this is the Royal Society for you. You can build all of the projects whilst you're building other things in your city. It's wonderful. It's a bit like the benefits of original wonder rushing China back in the day, you know? Like, it's just, you kind of get builders to do stuff while you're building anything else. Like, it's really, really handy. The 2 nuclear submarines are through. They're through and they're skulking. They're quick because of Bermuda as well, which is quite entertaining. But if I can just get them to the front line, then we can work out the range. We can work out what we're going to do. You can see my huge army. I'm actually very tempted to go after Indonesia instead. Who are they allied to? Brazil, Mongolia, Poland, Zulu. Hang on, that's all my allies. It's literally just Japan. It would literally just be Japan that I would declare on if I joined in on this war. Oh, Japan's giving me quite a lot of gold though. I need to keep them on side. Do I need a base? And these nuclear submarines are annoying me. But I think I can just like pull my army back just for a turn or two. Nuclear fusion. Operation Ivy. That's good. Do I upgrade? I can do nuclear devices in 2 turns. I can do Operation Ivy in 3. Oh, yeah, it's so much better. So much better. Okay, let's get Ivy finished. I mean, the production in my cities is only getting better and better and better. Actually, this trade route to Lisbon's pretty decent. I could get some good routes to my own cities. 6 production, but I think I'd rather have the gold per turn from Lisbon's route. Let's get that in. Come on, nuclear submarine. Yeah, we've got to watch out for enemy nuclear submarines like this. What sort of range have we got on a strike? Pretty decent, actually. It's just about predicting where we think the giant death robots are. Let's just send an observation balloon ahead. We can probably just scout this out a little bit. Interesting. I could strike Mumbai. Would that help me at all? Probably not. I feel like I've got to hit a big city if I'm going to make a big difference here, but I mean, Mumbai would be a capture. I'll hold on to my nukes for now. Let's just give it a turn or two. Yeah, I feel like my embarked army, though, is looking a little bit precarious here. I'm really tempted to go and make landfall somewhere. I mean, I think Indonesia, weirdly, is a really good target because I won't go to war with anybody, really, but they do have a little bit of a navy. It's only aircraft carriers, but it is a little bit of a navy. As I say, I am producing boats. I have nuclear submarines on the way from multiple cities now. I'm just a couple turns behind where I need to be. I have no idea what's going on, but the spaceport that India's got in Mysore is pillaged again. What's going on? It's really weird. I don't know what's happening. I really don't. But I've learnt better than to question too hard sometimes. All you've got to do is run with the punches. So what we're going to do is, do I launch a nuke? Do I destroy Patna? It's the capital. This would certainly slow them down. Oh, no, giant death robot. You see, this is the thing. I should have noticed that. There was a garrison to strength. I think that's going to get shot down. We'll see. Yep, intercepted and destroyed. Oh, that's a costly mistake. You very rarely see that, but only giant death robots really have the power to shoot down nukes like that. You can, however, spot, hopefully, like cities where there's not anywhere near as much defense, like stood in Patna, not in Agra though. I'm going to target the mountain. Hopefully we won't see a giant death robot stood nearby. Like, at this rate, doesn't seem like anyone stopped it this time. There we go. So they stopped one, but not both. Okay, that'll just give them something to think about for a briefest of moments. It's not going to slow them down at all. It was probably totally pointless. Oh, look. Giant death robot actually, it didn't get hit by that, but it must have got hit by something because it's on almost no health. Weird. A collection of books about Lyra and the dismantlement of the authority. His smart materials, very good. Just as I'm getting smart power doctrine. I like that. Right, guidance systems 1 turn, robotics 1 turn, advanced power cells 3 turn. Yeah, this isn't good. This isn't good. We're not teching anywhere near fast enough here. Only 3 turns on the exoplanet expedition, and that's before I boosted as well. So yeah, we'll start getting that done. We'll get the Operation Ivy finished, but I need this to go faster. I really, really need this to go faster. I could actually use this device being finished as well. Come on, nukes, get ready. Why is it flooded? Like, is it flooded? What's going on this tile? I think it might just be the river flooding, to be fair, but I mean, that's really strange that it would be repeatedly doing that. Oh, the Indian nuclear subs have found me. I don't like that at all. Like, I have reinforcements on the way, but I don't have enough submarines to be just getting into pointless fights here. I need to keep my submarines safe. What am I going to do? I might just skirt round them rather than taking them on. There's guidance systems, there's smart power doctrine, we are on robotics. Getting there. Slowly we are getting there, but the problem is So is India. Very slowly. They are getting there. Was that my project finished? Yes. Okay, we've now got the Operation Ivy unlocked. There's the exoplanet expedition rushed, but we're going to get thermo nukes. I have to keep at this as quick as I can. Future Civic. Okay, more governor titles, more diplomatic favor. That's good. 6 turns until we finish that, but, you know, that's okay. Oh, my nuclear submarines are starting to get hunted down. Leave me alone. Actually, interestingly, India's chosen digital democracy. I don't think I'd noticed that beforehand, but that is very useful because it actually means they have less combat power. Oh, interesting. Japan has chosen this time to declare a surprise war against me. Ah, they want their conquests back, do they? They have a helicopter in my land? My goodness, they've got units everywhere. They'd integrated with my lands without me even realizing. Actually, that's pretty clever. That's pretty clever because they were owing me a lot of gold per turn, and now they've got rid of that deal. I think they saved themselves about 100 gold per turn from the peace deals that they had before, so yeah, good on you. Unfortunately for you, Japan, my cities are pretty strong. 102 strength. That is a machine gun army. I think I could get it a little higher if I were to go for a missile cruiser armada. I think that would be a little harder. It's 85 strength on nuclear submarines, 85 on machine guns, 90 on missile cruisers. Yes, I could give myself a little bit more strength if I wanted to. I don't know if I want to. That is, you know, a thought. We got plenty of strength. Honestly, absolutely plenty of strength to be knocking most of their units out of the water. They're beautifully scattered around my land. We just keep shooting them as much as we want. Lots of giant death robots everywhere. Gonna struggle to hit one of these two cities, I think, but there's always a way through. There's always a way through. Hang on, let's just move to this tile, right on the edge of the border that I can get to. Oh yeah, look, I can strike pretty far. Definitely a giant death robot there, and there, and there. So I don't have an open target right now. So I'm gonna save it. But that's useful to know. Ta-da! Wait for me, India. Wait for me. I'm coming with giant death robots as well. We've unlocked them. Now, I have a lot of promotions to go before they're even useful. Oh no, don't give me the Pantheon now. Oh, I haven't had that bug this entire time, but we've just started it again. That's annoying. But yeah, look, India's still going 1 per turn. I figured the problem. They have neither the power nor the aluminium to get the projects into the air. That's their problem. They physically can't rush them, which is why I'm able to sort of catch up here, but we just need to keep nuking them as much as we can. Oh, I might have to make a sacrifice play on one of my nuclear submarines because I really need to strike at Delhi here. What am I going to do? Let's see if we can nuke that spaceport at the same time as well as this industrial zone. No. GDR, that's what you get when you fire blindly. These are the things, the problem with these nukes is they have such a small amount of range in terms of the actual blast on them that you physically get shot down a lot. The thermo nukes you can drop in the middle of nowhere and they'll still hit your target. It's wonderful. Like I could nuke Big Ben and it would hit both cities and there probably won't be anything stood there. I am trying to spy on India, by the way. It's just the problem is that at this late stage of the game, like 8 turns for a spy to get anywhere, that's far too long. They're useless by the time they arrive. Like if I could spy and steal all of these tech boosts, I would, but I can't. What's that thing in the sky? That whirling thing of death made of aluminium and blades. I don't know. Better get my Piken shot out. I love it when you kill units with hilariously unupgraded versions. It's like, okay, well, I'll tell you what we can do, seeing as we're about to get the advanced power cell and I've managed to trade myself a bit more gold. Giant death robot. Welcome to the fray, Jono. I need you to jump through the Bermuda Triangle as quickly as you can and, yeah, wreck some stuff. So I've used some faith to buy some helicopter armies. I should be able to get quite a few of these, and I can get some modern armor armies as well. My aim is to lead some bombers over, clear some sky defenses from Japan, and then go and raid them, because they do have campuses that I can raid, industrial zones that I can raid, stuff that in theory I can get a bunch of science for. And honestly, right now, science is what I need. I need a science in every city. I am doing my best, but it has taken a while. I'm actually killing India's navy as well, because I'm hiding my submarines in the massive boats, and then they just sort of appear and kill things. Very, very good. There we go, advanced power cells. John over Death Robot. You now have a cannon. Quick, to the front line with you. Oh, yep, okay, the Indian submarines have finally found me. That's a bit unfortunate, but I do now have a thermo nuke. Oh, That one is too damaged to use it, but this one can. Oh, and this thermonuke is very much in range of quite a few separate things. I just don't know. I don't know where the death robots are. That is my big problem. I need visibility. Oh, man. I thought I'd put my spy into this southern city in order to keep it safe, but maybe that was a bad move. I think I'm going to try and risk it, and I'm going to go for an attack to the sort of middle of the empire. I don't know why there'd be a giant death robot stood here, but it also takes out their source of uranium. It's a bit of a gamble. Oh, no. There's one stood right there. There is one stood right there. That is a bit annoying. They're everywhere. They're everywhere. Ugh. I need visibility. I need visibility. I've got another thermo coming in 2 turns. Luckily, I'm reloading fast, but I can't keep shooting them into nowhere like that. Oh, man. Well, hey, I took a city from the Aztec. I mean, they were in the middle of blowing it up, but that's okay. I'll put it back together again. And so, the late game invasion of Japan. It begins. And actually, this is really, really important because this raiding is going to absolutely push me towards victory. Let's just unlock my government, give it a little bit of a shake around. This bank is good. New Deal is good. Market economy is good. E-commerce, economic union, 5-year plan. These are all really good things. I need science, I need production, and I need gold. I mean, New Deal by itself is going to be 100 housing and 52 amenities. That's a lot. I'm going to have to get rid of economic union, I think. So let's pop that one back, put New Deal there, and then get total war. 50% extra from pillaging. And we can pillage 340 science. Doesn't seem like a lot, because it's not. But it might take, like if I can take like a couple of turns, then that's great. Now, I don't actually know what strength Japan has got on their defenses, but they do have jet bombers, which is a little bit worrying. I mean, this feels very late game, doesn't it? This feels very late game. The American invasion of Japan. The American invasion of Japan. Okay, like, I tell you what, they certainly are little victories, but the victories I get when I start sinking India's navy with my ever-increasingly large nuclear submarine fleet, oh, that is something very satisfying indeed. Just acting as a wolf pack, sinking back into the unknown, only striking when I have enough units to be able to take out something entirely. We're working like on surprise, we're attacking, sneaking, best thing we could possibly be doing. I'm also now just plotting. I've got a campus, I've got an industrial zone, I've got an industrial zone, there's a campus over there. These are the tiles. These are the tiles I need to get to. There you go, look, I've got one helicopter on that tile. I can get this helicopter on that tile. Let's get this modern armor. Do I just sail all the way round? Or do I plonk this on as well? All of these railways are definitely helping. Just gonna plonk it there. Yep, this should help. Hopefully not all of my units will die at once. Fingers crossed. There's a little bit of healing here. So, you know, looking at all the farms, all the is it neighborhoods give health? I don't think they do. Something will pop up. Okay, so interestingly, my modern armor army got hit pretty bad, but everything else pretty much survived, which is remarkable. So, I think we just go pillaging. I am just checking what the neighborhood pillage is. It is gold, it's not health. I don't know why I had health in my head. Pretty sure there's nothing here apart from that tile there that's going to give me health. So, this modern armor can basically just pillage or run. Not entirely sure what the best option is there, but it can do one or the other. You know what? I could actually occupy some of Japan's heartland. That would give me the 20% production boost in my capital from Warlord's Throne. Don't mind that as an idea, you know? It's something to use my bombers on. I mean, I could bomb the actual units. That probably would be a little more helpful, wouldn't it? Should we do that? Let's do that. And we need the science more than anything else. I can replace the units. So there's predictive systems. You can see we've got ourselves now seasteads we're boosting. Keep on pillaging. Keep on pillaging. One more. I think we've almost took an entire turn off there, which is pretty good. Anything that gets destroyed will simply be replaced. Modern armor army, very difficult to kill. It's good. The wolf pack emerges. The wolf pack strikes again. Actually, spot the submarine in all of these units. I don't know where things are. What's going on? That's another one, actually. Combat. Success. Oh, that's so many nuclear subs all in the same place. Oh, Ursa very much wants to strike that city. He absolutely does. Just checking all the spaceports. That one's pillaged now as well. I think India is just being raided on all sides. They are at war with quite a few people, and they can't really put up with it. Uh-oh. That's... Uh-oh. Oh no, this has gone very badly wrong. Okay, let's see what the damage is. We knew this might happen at some point, but seeing it happen is kind of a bit cruel. Oh yeah, okay, so Portugal, Egypt, Brazil, Arabia, India still at war with me, Kema, Sweden, Congo, Japan obviously still at war, Mapuche, Aztec, all at war with me. Oh lord. Okay, that's that's a nuclear emergency and a half, isn't it? Plus I lost 2 of my pillaging units. I don't think I enjoy that. I want to be pillaging with my pillaging units. It's the whole point of them. Speaking of, let's just get that campus done. That's some seasteads, and there's an industrial zone there. I apparently, I used a nuclear weapon, which I find quite disconcerting. I say, if people are going to use an emergency on me because of a nuclear weapon, well, you've got to do the American thing and drop a nuke on Japan, and therefore you'll go, okay, fair enough. I think I deserved this. That's a triple hit that takes out 3 separate cities and an encampment. What I'm going to be doing is strategically destroying Japan's ability to range and attack me, which would be relatively amusing because then I can pillage to my heart's content. In fact, this industrial zone is still available to be pillaged, so I'll do that next turn. How many turns until the next nuke? 3. That feels like too many turns. Can we get that down? Oh, you know what? We can get that down. I just get these all sorted, and then I take one of the cities. It doesn't count if I raise it, but if I take it, it should be fine. Now, the helicopter is a bit unfortunate because the helicopter would take some radiation poisoning, but it would give me an encampment in the city of which I could spawn units in, which is relatively amusing. So let's do that. I don't mind if it stays with me or not. We'll keep the city. It should be fine. But there you go, the 20% production bonus should hit my capital now. Yeah, that's worth a huge chunk. Takes a turn off the thermo nukes as well. We have maximum of 9 turns now. Oh, I got my gold per turn back. Of course I did. I got my gold per turn back. Okay, that's brilliant. There we go. We now are in a brilliant position. I was trading my gold to the AI for sort of the amount of gold that we needed to buy our previous great person. Who was it again? Stephanie, wasn't it? I think. Yeah, it was. But that was with Congo, and they declared on me. So, I mean, what can I do about that? They declared on me. Again, they're just, India can't help themselves. They just keep moving their submarines to attack my floating crew. But, I mean, they don't realize how many submarines I have stationed in this immediate area now. Look at all this. The wolf pack descends. More importantly, Jono, the giant death robot, has now officially arrived. There we go. No one can stand Jono's assault. Well, this helicopter needs to get away from the radiation, but there's still more pillaging to do. And that's another turn taken off advanced AI. Oh yeah, we are actually getting some decent acceleration now, which is really cool. How much more pillaging from this? One more pillage from that industrial zone. Apart from that, it's this industrial zone down there that I need to get. Okay, cool. The helicopter can make its way down, I think. That's not a problem. Head to this encampment, give yourself the promotion. It's all looking good. I'm happy with how this goes. I've just realized, yeah, no, the Zulu just gives you such crazy loyalty when you take over a city. It's really, really good. Oh my goodness, the world's navies are congregating on my land. Unfortunately for them, I have 102 strength units in my city defenses, so yeah, try and get through that, I dare you. And nuclear submarines literally pouring out of every city that I have. Yeah, I have an army. I have an absolute army going on here. Voting time. This actually could be relatively interesting. I'm going to breach down because I don't really care. I'm not doing anything with spies. It's totally pointless. But 50% gold discount. Now that would be something that would be relatively amusing. I'll vote for myself there. Nobel Prize in Literature. Honestly, I don't really care as long as Genghis Khan doesn't get any more points. They were on 14 points out of 20, which was slightly worrying. Also quite commendable. Genghis Khan being top of a diplomatic point victory is relatively amusing. Oh, it looks like they just lost points. That's unfortunate. Yeah, losers. Oh, that's unfortunate. Hey, gold discount. Okay, right. Now that's really good. Gold discount means I can buy giant death robots, and I've got enough gold. I had enough gold for 1. Now I have enough gold for 2. 2 turns, 3 turns. Oh, India is still only traveling 1 turn, 1 point per turn at the moment. It's just mad. I'm keeping such a high attention on them. We're still pillaging, doing what we can. Cybernetics is a tough ask. I have 1 more thermo nuke as well. One more. No one has any coal on this map. It's amazing. Every single specialist unit is absolutely lacking every strategic. It's really, really weird. Am I at war with Korea? No, we're just unfriendly. Okay, it's good to know. What about Coupe? Did Coupe declare on me? No, just announced me. Just wondering where my modern armor could visit. Might as well just steal some gold, to be fair. Why don't we just get gold? Yeah, I'm going to do that. I don't see any giant death robots in this area anymore. I think they've been distracted by war, so I'm going to just take another punt. Actually, that unit defense is up high, so I'm going to shoot a bit. Oh, that one's up high as well. Oh, sod it. I'm going to do it anyway. Oh no, it stood there. One of these days I'm going to get one of these to hit. And I'm going to be absolutely thrilled with myself, but alas, not to be. Intercepted and destroyed. Oh, there is a small chance that they do get through, by the way. It's not 100%, but that is frustrating to see. Never mind, I've still got like a conventional army, but it's beginning to have more and more luck against India now. Moving my helicopter into... Oh, there's an Indian death robot right there. That's unfortunate. Very unfortunate. There's not much we can do about that one. Apart from give it something else to worry about. Let's shoot it with a nuclear submarine and hope that it goes for this instead. Just to renew my production, though, we're going to just take Osaka. Why? Well, because we can. Okay, now I'm on an Indian campus over there. Now, there's a lot of nuclear submarines, so again, we're going to do our thing of landing as many troops as we can to give them as much distraction as we can. The more units you put into the sea around the AI, the less chance they have of doing anything that resembles a coordinated attack. The fact that these are submarine armadas is a little bit more annoying. Admittedly, they are quite tough. I don't know why the machine gun moved there, but sure. You might be able to lure some of the submarines in. Sometimes if you leave troops just behind the submarine line, they'll run their troops in, not seeing the submarines properly, and you can kind of exploit it a little bit. Oh, still one light year per turn. It's okay. It's okay. We've got another thermo next turn. And by next turn, of course, I mean in 2 turns' time. There's cybernetics and 2 turns until off-world mission. I'm still losing units all over the place, but that's not important. We're getting the pillaging done. I need the pillaging. In fact, actually, can I pillage with the... Oh, no, misclick. I was going to pillage with a nuclear submarine. That's really annoying. I can probably do that next turn, actually, so that's not a bad idea. I could just take Nagoya. It's always very tempting, isn't it? But no, I'm going to resist for now. Oh, the battle for Mumbai rages. It's not too bad, to be fair. We did lose a couple of submarines because the Indian fleet has appeared en masse. Although, look, Agra is totally open and I can mechanized infantry attack it, I think. Oh, apparently not. Nope, even though it had 0 health, I couldn't do that. Never mind. But Jono, come on, you've got to be able to do it. You're a huge giant death robot. And bam. Yes, there we go. Right, city kept. Unfortunately, you can't get cores of giant death robots, which would be hilarious if you could. Too many of the same unit in the location. Oh, there's an Indian builder in the encampment that's stopping me from getting a giant death robot. That's ridiculous. With all of these nuclear submarines around, I could now get some destroyer armadas in order to just hunt them down for like 2,000 gold. I can get one of them. It's a good distraction, isn't it? If nothing else. Yeah, look at this. They shred destroyers. Oh, goodness, that bar is getting thick and full. However, look, I now have a death robot of Jono, I should say, I apologize, in the city. I really want to get to the campus because I was like, oh, I could probably get something going here, but no. Got another nuke, though. Do I take just a random punt? Is that what we do? I don't know. Oh, I can't jump because I'm in enemy zone of control. There's so many rules on jumps you just never really consider until you want to jump. Hang on. I reckon we can do at least some pillaging here. Yeah, no, I can do a little bit of pillaging. Pillage me, silly. Oh, I reckon I'd need 2 more pillages probably in order to rush that. Yep. 2 exactly. That is unfortunate because we do not have possibility of getting 2 pillages, alas. Although it did just occur to me I could be raiding Portugal because they declared on me. There's so many little things that I could have been doing to optimize this, I feel. But sometimes you get games of this size, you just become a little bit blind because there's so much going on everywhere. Also, Korea are pillaging this campus in the 3 cities just off the side of Japan. That is annoying. It's like, I want to pillage that. Leave it to me. Come on. You know what? We're going to get off-world mission next turn, aren't we? Anyway, so I'm going to just grab Nagoya, take that city, keep it. That refreshes my 20% combat strength. I'm then going to make peace with Japan. returning all of their cities. I don't need them, although actually saying that, oh, that's a lot of great works. Hang on. Can't get rid of all of them, but that's some of them. Unfortunately, the artifacts have got to stay. But for that, I'm going to want, let me see, everything. 219 gold per turn. Yep, gets rid of some war weariness for me. I don't mind it. I've done what I needed to do. I did some pillaging. I took some cities. I gave them back. I made Scotland happy. You see? Off-world mission. We finally done it. Okay, right. We are so far behind and India's almost won. I reckon we've probably got like 10 turns. Absolute maximum. Yes, I'd love the thermonuclear device. I would love it. But I also want terrestrial laser stations everywhere. Now, I've got quite a few spaceports ready to go. I've got no aluminium, but I have terrestrial spaceports. If only I could remember where on earth I've built the damn things. Okay, I had 5 spaceports I'd built. Every single one is building one of these buildings in 3 turns. Apart from my capital, which is doing it in 1. The other big problem here is that this city's not powered. That's not good. I think I've just got a massive coal deficit. Is there like any city in the neighborhood that could be just shoved with an oil power plant? I think I've put power plants in every city, annoyingly, and they've all been put in as coal power plants because I do not have the foresight to predict these sort of things. Gotcha, I could build a factory here. I reckon, yeah, we're going to go factory and, I mean, as fun as oil is, I'm going to go nuclear power. If I do this in enough cities, then it should power enough of my cities so that the coal actually turns back on, like this city will do as well. I've got Mexico City, so the range of these things is pretty good. That'll do for now. Otherwise, what we're going to do is I'm going to start shoving builders in onto all these cities in order to rush the projects as much as we can. I'm not going to rush the capitals project. That doesn't need rushing. All of the others do. Oh, look, there we go. Took a turn off that one already. Good start. Well, future tech is the only thing we can get now. Let's just get into space as quickly as we can. I might actually just see if the international market's got any coal for me as well. Just in case. Oh. Okay. I have visibility. All of a sudden, I have visibility. I don't know how I've got visibility in this area, but suddenly I do. Is it the rock band? Is it an enemy spy? I think it might be an enemy spy doing something. Whatever it is, I don't care. I see an opportunity. There is no giant death robot. I can go straight for the statue of Zeus with a thermonuke and hit not just Delhi and Patna, but also Mysore. This is going to cripple the Indian economy and hopefully stops them from fixing their spaceports and doing anything. I am Ursa, destroyer of worlds. See, look, fire 4 or 5 thermonukes and eventually one will find its way. There we go, the first of the projects are up into space now. Good. The rule is quite simple. If I can rush a project that's on less than 1 turn, I will. If it's on 1 turn, I'm not going to bother. Let's see how many laser stations we can get going this turn. That's 1, that's 2, that's 3. So we're now going 5 per turn. Oh, I needed this. I really did. We're producing power now. Yeah, the coal is looking good, and we're burning 5 uranium for power. That means the nuclear power plant is very much doing everything that I want it to be doing. Good. Look, at having this glut of builders is quite handy. They're all just ready to go. Oh no, it looks like it's finished. Ah, no, have I lost? I don't know. I don't know if I've done this in time. I'm really 50-50 on this. There's another one. Here is another one. Here is another one. That's 3 in a turn. I'm now going 8. Just absolutely shows you the power of Stephanie. If I'd got Von Braun, I would be going at like 400% capacity on this sort of stuff. It would be even better. Wait, hang on. Can I just sail my destroyer into Patna? Oh my god, I can. I can just go and take India's capital. Okay, that's got... Big Ben is on fire, but technically I own it now. Just subtly put this on food avoidance. Maybe we can... Oh, I like the fact that bug is still there. If you take over Big Ben, but it's pillaged, I haven't seen this in a long time, it thinks that it wants to add an economic card into your government, then it takes it off again, and it strips you of all the policies that you had in there. So now I look at it and I'm like, what on earth was I doing? I don't know. There is one more, that's number 10. Here is another, that's 11. There's another, that's 12. There you go, look, this is the acceleration of having so many. Oh, India, stop throwing units at me. My nuclear submarines have been absolutely shredded, but luckily we've absolutely decimated the nuclear submarine opposition here, which is quite good. Like so. Can't escape from me. I'm going to continue killing you. Apparently I'm not. Oh no. You might survive. Oh, another nuclear device. Oh, okay. Is there anything we can do with this nuclear device? The Kemans are still at war with me, apparently. Da 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 da. Oh, I've actually got 3 nukes and a thermo nuke. Oh wow. Well, okay then. We'd better celebrate by dropping it here. Is this the responsible thing to do? No. Is this something I enjoy doing to possibly one of my favorite civs in the game? Absolutely not. But there we go. Oh, don't say that I'm not a mad nuclear power on this game. I am. Oh, actually, you know what? Oh, you are so lucky I can't reach you. Oh, scrap that. One sec. Ba-ba-ba-bum, ba-bum, ba-dum-bum-bum-bum, ba-dum-bum-bum-bum, ba-boo-doo-doo-doo, doo-doo-doo, doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo, doo-doo-doo, do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do, ba-ba-ba-ba-bum-bum-bum, boom. Oh, I mean, it's a very beautiful game sometimes, isn't it? I need to be careful how much I zoom out with this tool because it absolutely crashes the game. Oh, look, now they've got 69 strength. Nice. Oh my lord, how many times do you see this? The world going into the information age. Oh my lord, that's nuts. Aluminium, Eurekas, these would have been very handy before. Why did this not happen? Ugh. Actually, no, it would have just given me satellites, nuclear fusion, nanotechnology. It's a shame this still doesn't stack up. Like, players are too good. See, like, none of the eras stack up with what they should. I really, really wish they, would have changed that. Anyway, doesn't matter. Giant death, squirrels. Honestly, this is about as unbelievable as you could possibly get, but we did it. We absolutely did it by keeping an absolute lid on top of India and stopping them from getting too much ahead. We managed to rein them in and get to space. If it wasn't for such a late start, we could have done that turns and turns. But you know what? A couple of takeaways. First of all, AI, we knew it didn't know what it was doing. Still doesn't know what it's doing. Why? We could sit here complaining about the AI for ever and a day, but we're not going to. We're going to just take this as the really fun game that it genuinely was. The war at the end of the game was just crazy. The historic start mod, I love it to bits, and you can see that it still works. Even with one of the latest starts in the game, you can still win. And I really enjoy late game. Like, it's very rare that you get beyond turn 300 and something, and that was turn 336, 337, something like that. Abraham Lincoln, hey, look at that. Oh, it's almost too good to be true. We got Lincoln. There you go. Buildings constructed. Look, you can see my late start. I just went, wee. See if we can figure out exactly why India did so well. So that was my manifest destiny. This is the problem with the AI. They don't do enough conquering. Why don't they do conquering? It'd be so much better if they did. Player culture. Okay, India didn't ever do brilliantly on that front. Who is that up there in the green? Is that China? No. Curtin. Oh, Curtin had a very strong culture game later into the game. Faith. India's got decent faith, but not world beating. Science. I mean, okay, right, that's got to be it. Why was their science so much higher than everyone else's? That is just ridiculous how much higher they were. No wonder they were 20 techs ahead of the pack at the end of the game. We'll never truly know why they did so well, but well they did. I was on top of score. War declarations received. I had quite a few. Third most. Second, who's this bright yellow? Sweden. Dear oh dear, what are you doing? Egypt had the most. The busiest of beans. Wonders constructed. I didn't build a single one. Where's the most important one? The most important one. Totals religions founded. Good. All founded way before our time. What an absolutely nonsense game, eh? What a crazy game. I really enjoyed that. That was so much fun. Just playing Manifest Destiny across Northern America itself. That was brilliant, and it's absolutely terrifying how much landmass it is compared to all the other governments. But look at that. Whoa, the Netherlands have got nuked. Who did that? Whoa. Oh my god, the game was doing things whilst we were looking elsewhere. I love that. Yes, right, let's just have a quick little peek and see who was doing best. So I was obviously doing the best, but Egypt and then North African Empire was doing absolutely amazing, all the way down to Kamasi. Dear oh dear. I think that was originally Rome's city over there. Looks like they settled pretty decently. Giza, Butte, Swinit, yeah, not a bad game from them. Greece in third place, a lot of European territory. This is very hard to hold, so fair play to you. Look at that, Egypt. I think Egypt dropped the nuke. Then it was the Dutch. I mean, look at this. Poldering the English Channel and taking over both England and France and the Netherlands and going into northern Italy. I mean, honestly, Dutch, you had a game. Oh man, if you'd taken Sweden out, you would have absolutely, like, sort of reverse German Reich'd. It would have been quite something. And even after all that damage, look at that. India is still in joint fifth with Poland. Look at this, Poland. Come on, Poland. Trapped in the middle of Europe and Asia, doing an absolute job. Fair play to you. That is decent. I mean, just casually holding on to Tbilisi. We won't comment about that. He's doing worst. Oh, Lautaro. Dear oh dear. And the Aztecs, strangely, doing really badly, as are the Mayans, or people we've come across. That's really interesting. A lot of the earlier starts are still at the bottom of the tree, and some of the later starts have done really well. This map looks strangely like the world. I know it's problems, like a unified Iberia under Portugal, but I really liked this. If only the AI had a little bit more common sense to take things over. It needs a complete AI rework, but maybe one day someone will get into the hard coding of the game and give it a good good little jewel of the AI fates. To say that this series took a long time to film would be an understatement, so if you did enjoy it, I'd really appreciate it if you liked and subscribed and all the good stuff. It really helps the series to be shown to people. I'd be incredibly grateful, but in the meantime, I have some wonderfully fun other stuff to go and film, and I'm going to go and do that right now. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. It has been a pleasure, and until next time, don't be starting no American Civil Wars. Lincoln's got your number. See you next time. Goodbye. And finally, a very special shout out goes to Glorious Petra, Matthew Wilkinson, Paul Coffey, Portland, Scott Stratton, Major King Kong, Davalex, Skeptical Bear, Kroger Brand Trail Mix, Alex Noob, Cinnamon Beard, Petra Ryan, Matthew Hatch, Rom88, Radiatore, Private Selection, Genoa Salami, Boy Zorro, Callum Billy, Garrett Gowan, Polar Bear, El Truant, Creston, RB Hedged, Mushkin Mandletort, Esri Dax, Deeble Time, Shoelace, Burial, I'm Daft, Gooberman, Clint Hennis, Dr. Bobby, Polar Wallabear, Mixomatosis, NTG Golfman. Thank you everyone for your support. See you all in the next video. Goodbye!